Fam, this is your brother Zion. Listen, I want to talk to you about the stress to impress. The stress to impress. You know, we live in a society, especially here in America, where everything is gauged by appearance. Now, that can be a good thing, but the double-edged sword is that it can be a deceiving thing. It can be a good thing from the standpoint that what you see is what you get. A good presentation is always good when it concerns your dress code for the first time, your attitude when people meet you for the first time. A first time impression can leave a long-lasting impression. But it can be deceitful on the other hand when you have a false presentation of who you really are. You have a mask on your face and it speaks to one thing, but when you remove that mask, it shows the real person. When we stress to impress, oftentimes, that means that we're not satisfied with ourselves. You know, we live in a society of always trying to gain approval, validation, and acceptance. And we all want it. And we should have that because I think that's healthy. But it becomes very toxic and unhealthy when we fiend for that and crave for that, so much so that we deny who we really are. And we become so detached and disconnected from our real self. So much so that we can't even recognize who we are. And when we recognize who we are, it's not good enough. How many black people are trying to impress white people by trying to speak their dialect, when you know good and well that you speak urban, though you speak proper grammar and you properly enunciate your words, but trying to speak like them, trying to take on their moral ways and trying to take on their norms, trying to take on their mindset. Then on the other hand, we have white people that's trying to act black, trying to speak the language, urbanics, or whatever else that they're speaking, to prove that they down and, you know, I'm not the George Zimmerman type. I'm not racist. You know, I have friends that are black. Just be yourself. Just be yourself. Men trying to impress women. Women trying to impress men. Stressing to impress. People that know good and well that they can't afford the car that they're driving, don't have food in their refrigerator. Rather than being satisfied with the house that you have, you're going to upgrade to a mortgage that you can't afford. Don't even have furniture in your house. But the appearance on the outside, you got it going on. That's stressing to impress. When we stress to impress others, that means that we're not satisfied with ourselves. We give people a persona that we are who we really are not. And we're selling them something, an image that we're hoping that they will buy. Or we acting out an ideal self, an ideal of who we think that we should be because mom or dad or brother or sister say that you're not good enough. You're not smart enough. You're not whatever enough. So we distance ourselves from our real selves because our real self is not good enough. So we become actors in a dramatic stage appearance time after time and year after year. Still never coming in contact with who we really are, to embrace and to love who we really are, because he or she is never enough. I just want to tell you that you are enough. You can remove the mask and just be who you are. Because we all are a work in progress. God is working on all of us. But there's no need to pretend. Because whoever's down for you, they're down for you, right or wrong, good or bad. They ride or die. And you don't have to any longer try to impress others to fit in their circle. Your circle is sufficient. Peace and blessings. Love you to life.